So today I'm gonna be filming a kind of, I don't even know what to call this video because I filmed it once and I really didn't like how it turned out, so I'm trying it again, and more things in the news have happened, sadly, going over everything going on in the world. And I actually got in an accident a couple weeks ago. A lady rear-ended me and my sister. I've already broken my right wrist twice, and when she hit me I was driving, so like my wrist has been hurting me a lot, so I really haven't been able to do anything. And I got x-rayed. They said my wrist was fine, but like it's still hurting even now, so that's not the point of this video. This video is about other people losing their lives. It was hard for me to like put what I was feeling into words, so that's why I'm filming it again, and it'll be better. I already feel it's gonna be better. I have like some notes written on my phone about the different things I wanted to talk about, so I know like I'm very late. Like I said, if you all have watched my reaction to 13 Reasons Why video, I'll link that above. So they came out with season 2, and if you don't know about season 1, this may be like a spoiler, but a girl committed suicide because of like bullying, sexual assault, rape, all that stuff. So they made a season 2, and I personally I liked the first season. I liked the message they were sending, but I don't think there should have been a second season. I think they should have just done a 14th episode like Clay did with the tapes and just wrapped it all up in a 14th episode instead of going into a whole different season. And now they're doing a season 3. Season 3, and like I understand they're trying to touch on every single social issue going on, but I'm like, you can't do that. I appreciate that they're touching on these topics, but now they're talking about like male sexual assault, I guess even sort of like teen pregnancy. Spoiler, somebody gets pregnant. It's just like a bunch of different things they're like trying to touch on, and I just don't think it's working. And then they're also doing like school shooters, so that's just my thoughts on it. I know a lot of people hate the series, the first season, but they really hate it now. I like the first season, or I like the message that it sent, but I agree. I think the second and third season is way too much. Like I think I'm gonna watch the third season just to see. The next thing I want to talk about, his death has caused so much like chaos, and I just needed to talk about it. So if you all don't know, XXXTentacion, he was a SoundCloud rapper, whatever. He died or got shot. I personally don't like him. I think he was a very terrible person. I know a ton of people are going to disagree, but he beat somebody. Like he beat a pregnant woman, and people are like, well, she lied about it and blah blah, but like why is it always like, oh, the woman's fault? Like she did something wrong, she lied, she made this up, she's not really pregnant. Like why is that always the first thing people like jump to? Why can't it be like men need to own up to their actions, take accountability for their actions? It's always like, no, the lady, like she was lying, she did this, she did that, she was just blah blah blah. Like why is that always people's first reaction? That's what I want to know, because like the thing is, they even had pictures of her like black eyes in her face and everything. I don't even know if I want to like put the picture up because it's very graphic, and I was just like, how could somebody do that to someone? I read on different articles and stuff, and they were saying how he would be manipulative, make her stay in the bathtub and like hang a microwave over her, and when she tried to get out he would threaten to drop it in. And people were saying that he threatened to rape somebody's little sister on Instagram. Why is that the first thing you think of? Like, oh, she's lying. Like not like, oh, he's an abuser, I shouldn't support him. It's like, oh, she's lying. And then another thing I also don't like, that his fans are like, oh, rip X, blah blah blah, gun violence, this and that, he died so young. And it just irks my nerve, like my actual last nerve. It was on my actual last nerve that all of his fans are posting about him, saying how much he helped their depression, blah blah blah, he was just a child, he shouldn't have died. But you never ever see them posting about school shootings, black kids dying by the police, the kids at the border getting separated from their parents. You don't see them speaking up for rape victims. But when he dies, they're like, oh, that's so mean to say this stuff about his death, that's so mean to not be sympathetic. But they don't ever have sympathy for anybody else except for him. So, and people are like, well, a death is a death, blah blah blah. I'm like, he was an abuser. Call it what it is. He was an abuser. He abuse someone. You need to realize karma is real. You can't just go out beating people and expect nothing to happen to you. And then people are like, well, gun violence, this happened because of gun violence, blah blah blah. But y'all weren't posting about the 17 kids that died in Parkland. Y'all have not posted about anything gun violence, gang violence. No, nothing. But when X dies, it's like, oh my gosh, gun violence, oh my gosh, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, really? Really? I also wanted to touch on the topic Junior. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I'll post like a picture of him in like the articles and everything. This is also why I was like waiting to film this video, because I needed to like get mentally prepared to just talk about it, because this is absolutely horrible and disgusting. Some guys raped a girl, and the girl was a sister of a gang member, and they videoed it, which is absolutely disgusting. What is the world even coming to? I don't know. That's what happened first. Junior looked like one of the guys in the video, and he went to go give a friend or something $5, so they were like following him and like seeing where he was and stuff. So when he went in the store, because they were following him, they dragged him out of the store and like just stabbed him so many times. And it was, I haven't watched the video, I'm just saying what I've read, because I will not watch the video. Like, that just, and the fact that there were like people around, the people in the store saw it, did absolutely nothing about it. I think like, after they did all that, he ran to the hospital. I think he died at the hospital. They were like, oh, we're sorry, it was the wrong person, but that's not gonna bring him back. When I saw that, because I posted about it on Instagram, and I was just like, I don't even have words for this. Like, obviously that's traumatic about the girl that got raped. That shouldn't have happened. The fact that they killed him and he was just innocent, he was just living his life, he wanted to be a police officer. He was only 15. Everything about that situation is just crazy. And the fact that nobody did absolutely anything to help. So that's what makes me so mad about X fans that are like, oh, violence, stop violence, blah, blah, blah. He helped so many people. But like, when actual children, like 15-year-olds, are getting stabbed to death, 15-year-olds are getting gunned down by the police, no X fans say absolutely anything about it. I think they ended up arresting all 5 of the guys, but that's not going to do anything because you can't bring him back. Like I was saying with Antoine Rose, if you don't know what happened with him, he died I think last Wednesday, because it was the day before Go Skate Day, because he was a skateboarder. And if you skate, you know how important Go Skate Day is, and that's just really sad that he couldn't even live to see that. He was only 17, so again, actual children are dying, but no X fans are saying anything about him. What happened with this was, he was in a suspected car for a shooting, so the police pulled them over and they arrested the driver, and when they were arresting the driver, he got out of the passenger seat and ran. And the officer that got sworn in a few hours before this shot him in the back. I think he worked at University of Pittsburgh or something, and he got dismissed, and then he got hired. The first time I tried filming this, I just filmed it last week, and now all this other stuff has happened in just a week, and it's insane. I guess the last thing I'll talk about is also the kids, like I was saying, being split from their parents at the border because of Trump's No Tolerance Act. They're fleeing from the country, but since they're technically illegal, they are put in federal prison, and the kids can't be with the parents since they're in prison. So the kids are being put in these like almost like concentration camps, and they were living on like mats and had like this aluminum foil like blanket thing. The fact that they're putting these children in just like whatever, and then they even put some in human trafficking, like, oh, they're foster parents, but obviously they weren't foster parents, they were human trafficking. Some of them have even been like guinea pigs for these different medicines, and they have to take them. People are like, oh, well, they're immigrants, blah 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 blah, but that's not fair, like that they're being treated like actual animals. I saw a picture and it was all of the different rosaries that they've taken from people, and they were saying it's like the Holocaust, just like slavery, when people got split, like the families got split when they were being sold to different plantations. Why is it 2018 and this is happening? Do people just not have sympathy, empathy, humanity? How can you just be okay with this happening? I think that's all that I wanted to talk about today, because it is just insane, all of the things that are going on. I just wish we could like find a way to fix something or do something, because this should not be happening. That's just kind of my thoughts and opinions on everything. So yes, I hope you all, I don't want to say like enjoyed this video, like enjoyed hearing about all this bad stuff going on, but I do hope it was informative to you all. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!